Come, let me give you a tour of my bird garden. This is a general view of my bird garden. There are various kinds of bushes and plants and a couple of big trees, and let me see if I get, that's my bird feeding table right there. Can you see it? That's the bird feeding table. There is a terracotta plate, glazed terracotta plate. That's where I put water out for the birds, and they do come and drink, and they also bathe in that water. That's a shallow dish, but I have seen small birds bathing there. And I sprinkle bird seeds, peanuts, crumbs of bread or small pieces of bread, pieces of muffin, whatever kitchen scraps. I just throw them out, lay them out on the table, and they come and get it. They love human food. Let's see, that's one of the feeders, that blue one right there. Yeah, that's just one of the feeders. I have actually 3 hanging feeders in my garden. One of the trees in the garden, and I have put that new finch feeder on that tree. Where is it? I think that's the one. Yeah, that's the finch feeder. But I have not been able to attract any birds in that feeder yet. And that has small holes, and which I think only the finches can eat from those little holes. And I have put thistle or Niger seed in that feeder, and I understand that's one of their favorite food. Let's see what happens in a few days. I just put it out yesterday. So far, no visits. I also have offered housing to my backyard birds. It's rent-free. If anybody wants to build a tiny little nest inside that cute house, he or she is most welcome to do that. That's the little cute bird house that I have in my backyard. I think this is a very cute house. If I were a bird, I would have preferred to build my nest inside that house. And that's the tree, and those are some other trees and plants. I think birds love these things. That is my other feeder. I put black oil, sunflower seeds, peanuts, and other kinds of mixed bird seeds in that, and a lot of birds visit that feeder. Right now, since I am trying to video them, they are not coming. Maybe they are scared, but they are all around me. I can hear them chirping. This is one side of my lush bird garden. I have read in books that this kind of garden is very favorite for birds. They call it bird garden, and I like to keep it this way. There are some kind of fruits or berries in that tree. I do not know what it is. I don't think it's edible for human beings, but I have seen birds peck on those things. These are the fruits or berries loved by birds. Here is a sparrow trying to tackle a sunflower seed. And these are some wild grapes. When they ripen, the birds eat them too. Here is some more grape. And there are some more grapes. and these bushes are their favorite places. They hide. The sparrows, the finches, and all birds. In fact, I have seen the cardinals and the blue jays disappear inside this bush, and you just cannot find them anymore. They hide. These are thick bushes here, and they love to hide in the bushes and stay safe from the predators. And according to all the bird books that I am reading, this is ideal garden for bird watching. That's a chickadee in the blue feeding station, blue feeder that is. That bird is chickadee. It's not a sparrow. These are some other kind of wild fruit or berry, good for birds. Okay, this is whatever is left in this feeding table. It's about 5 o'clock in the afternoon. I put them out right in the morning. They were all eaten, and then I replenished them. Right now there are some peanuts left. Half orange is there. That's a large pine tree we have in our garden. This is a pretty tall one, and birds visit this tree a lot. I have read in bird books that they love to be near pine trees because that's the easiest place to hide. They quickly can hide inside the pine tree and get away from the predators. This is a view from the upper deck. That's the pine tree. That's a big one. This is the busiest feeder in my garden. It's located only about 20 feet away from my bedroom window. That's the busy feeder from the upper deck. It's kind of shadowy there, so the video will not be very clear. I'm looking through these leaves, and the leaves are casting a deep shadow there. But you can see the feeder. I can see through my viewfinder or LCD monitor, and I can see a lot of activity going on there. That is my bedroom window, and right from this window I can see this busiest feeder. The feeder you just saw, I can see it right from my bedroom. It's only about 20-30 feet away from my window. It's a pleasure to be able to see birds right from the morning, right from my bed. And that is my kitchen window. And from that kitchen window I can see two of the feeders, the finch feeder and the blue feeder, which you saw before. And I can also see the table on which I spread out seeds and nuts for the birds. So from that kitchen window I can observe 3 feeding stations, and from my bedroom window I can observe 1 bird feeder. So that's about it, and this is a great hobby. And that's part of our house. This is the back side, the back porches and all. It's a small house. See, that black bird is drinking water from my plate and eating some nuts. That's the feeding table. And now I think he's going inside the water to take a